मन मेरे तिनकी ओट ले, तिनकी ओट ले, तिनकी ओट ले। मन तन अपना तिन जन दे, तिनकी ओट ले। जिन जन अपना प्रभु पछाता, सो जन सर्ब थोक का दाता। तिसकी शरण सर्ब सुख पावे, तिसके दर्श सब पाप मिटावे। अवर सियाणप सगली छाड़, तिस जन की तू सेवा लाग। आवन जान न होई तेरा, आवन जान न होई तेरा। नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा, नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा। मन मेरे तिनकी ओट ले, मन तन अपना तिन जन दे। जिन जन अपना प्रभु पछाता, सो जन सर्ब थोक का दाता। तिसकी शरण सर्ब सुख पावे, तिसके दरस सब पाप मिटावे। अवर सियाणप सगली छाड़, तिस जन की तू सेवा लाग। आवन जान न होवे तेरा, नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा। आवन जान होवे तेरा, नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा। मन मेरे तिनकी ओट ले, मन तन अपना तिन जन दे। जिन जन अपना प्रभु पुछाता, सो जन सर्ब थोक का दाता। तिसकी शरण सर्ब सुख पावे, तिसके दरस सब पाप मिटावे। अवर सियाणप सगली छाड़, तिस जन की तू सेवा लाग। आवन जान न होवे तेरा, नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा। मन मेरे तिनकी ओट ले, मन तन अपना तिन जन दे। जिन जन अपना प्रभु पछाता, सो जन सर्ब थोक का दाता। तिसकी शरण सर्व सुख पावे, तिसके दर्श सब पाप मिटावे। अवर सियाणप सगली छाड़, तिस जन की तू सेवा लाग। आवन जान न होवे तेरा, नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा। आवन जान न होवे तेरा, नानक तिस जन के पूजो सद पैरा। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। So welcome to the channel. Today we are on the 8th stanza of the 17th Ashtapadi of Sukhmani Sahib part. So this is the conversation with one's own self, man, our inner self. Now one has to one day decide one's priorities. If our priorities are spiritual happiness, spiritual satisfaction, and we want spiritual nourishment, spiritual enrichment, then obviously our priorities will not be to serve any person who is having material wealth, because then our purpose is not serve. Because our priority is honor, self-respect, grace. So it is not necessary that if we are in costly robes, costly designer clothes, we have grace. Because grace is a different thing. One can be so graceful in so humble clothes also. Very simple and humble clothes. Okay, there is a costly car, but one doesn't know where to go. Whereas another situation is when person has a clear vision. So in that case, even a small means of travel is also okay. So when our priorities are spiritual, then whom should we follow? So our Shabad is like this: Man mere tin ki outle, O my inner self, seek the sanctuary of such souls. Man tan apna tin jan de. Put your body into their service. Give your man, whole heart to them. Whom? Jin jan apna Prabhu puchata, so jan sarab tho ka data. Those souls who have realized their Paramatma, their creator, their Ikamkar Vaheguru. Jin jan apna Prabhu puchata, so jan sarab tho ka data. They are capable of giving us everything. So what security can a king give? He himself is so insecure. There are so many security guards around him. He cannot taste the food fearlessly. First he has to have the food tasters. One who is himself in danger cannot give any protection. So one who himself is lacking in grace cannot make one graceful. No? So because material, our requirements, physical requirements are actually very meager, very less. So for such meager requirements, accepting the slavery of any influential person is not worth. So these material, these meager needs, physical, for sustaining our physical being, are not too high. Our requirement is spiritual enrichment. So Baba says, Jin jan apna Prabhu chata, so jan sarab tho ka data. And when we are in their sanctuary, we get the material also sufficient to live. And we are spiritually, supremely enriched. Tiski saran sarab sukh pave, tiske dara sab paap mitave. So in the sanctuary of saintly souls, we get all type of pleasure, even the worldly pleasure. And the spiritual contentment, satiation, satisfaction. Tiske dara sab paap mitave. And by the darshan alone, we are immensely benefited. Our sins are erased. We are, in their magnetic influence, in the influence of their magnetic personality, and the sins run away from us. This kedar sab paap mitave. Amar syanab sagli shad tis jan ki tu seva lag. Most often we are victims of our own cleverness in this maze, in this vast, jungle or whatever of life. If we try to be over clever, then we overly punish ourselves. Cleverness doesn't work. We need a torchbearer, we need a guru. Our syanam sagli chartis jan ki tu seva lag. Be in the service of such saintly people. So world order is different. In the world order, there is power, there is money, then there are ministers, then ministers have got their subordinates, the subordinates have got their subordinates. But eventually, what happens is that if the king falls into, trouble, the whole, system goes, because he isn't such a torchbearer. He has got nothing to do with the grace. He has got nothing to do with spiritual enrichment. No? Our syanam sagli chad. So leave aside all the cleverness. Tis jan ki tu seva lag. Put yourself in the service of saintly souls. Ahavan jaan na hove tera. How punishing it is to get to be getting recasted again and again. That's such a punishment for the soul. Our soul needs merger with Paramatma, because such pain is far too much. Aavan jaan na hovi tera, then we get that liberation. We are then merged with Paramatma. Nanak tis jan ke pujo sad paira, with whose blessings we are able to meet Paramatma. We become one with our Creator Lord. So such holy souls, such gurus are so much to be revered. No, we should be worshipping their feet, because they spare us from such torture, such punishments as reincarnations, and they bless us with knowledge and make us unite, make our soul unite with Ekamkar Vaheguru. So this is the theme of the Shabad. May Vaheguru Ji bless us, and we also get the right direction. We serve our Guru, serve our spiritual masters, so that we attain the most valuable thing. What? Our soul getting merged with Ekamkar. So, and also may Vaheguru Ji bless us that we can continue with the part of Sukhmani Sahib in a similar way. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.